Hello, my friends. For today's reading, we're starting out with Where Are You Now? And the first thing to come out was number 46 from the Shaman Wisdom cards, and it is Redwood, Feminine, North, Mars, Earth. Number 46. So, here we go. I am Redwood. I am the majestic grandmother spirit of the forests. Through my roots, you will come to understand that trivial friendships can become profound relationships. I am unending. I am lasting truth that aims you toward the ultimate wisdom and knowledge you are seeking. I extend your awareness of the universal experience. Consider the eminence you are placing on yourself by restricting your upward growth. I come of age. You must also come of age. Grow up and face that which is on your path. Holy crap! Oh my gosh. I really intended this to be a Divine Masculine reading. As soon as I felt pulled to pull the Shaman Wisdom cards. Well, Redwood does not mess around. All right. Apparently you have some growing up to do. Turtle, which is a water card. And even though the cards are the same size, they have absolutely nothing to do with each other. They were made decades apart by completely different people. It's hiding again. The table of contents would be so helpful for this book. Here we go. Turtle. Ancient soul. Grounded, trusting, at home in the self. Oh, isn't that wonderful? To be at home in yourself? It is wonderful to be in the presence of a turtle personality. Like the beaver, the turtle has a strong relationship with the earth and water elements simultaneously. This helps to ground and connect them to the deeper truths of life, no matter where their travels lead them. Turtle energy is behind all great writers and storytellers, as they collect life experiences under their shells for later use. The most potent turtle energy helps us close all the other books and begin to tell our own true tale. When in balance, peaceful, adventurous, and productive. When out of balance, slows down to a halt. To bring it to balance, an adventure. Well, growing up is certainly an adventure. All right. We have Where You Are Now. I think I feel like doing the Kim Kranz tarot deck, which she's the same one who does the Animal Spirit cards, Oracle. Anyway, let's see what else the Divine wants to say to you. Whether you consider it the Redwood or something else. Okay. Trying to make room for everything. So of course we have the Four of Wands, the Eight of Pentacles, and now we have another four, the Four of Cups, and the Six of Wands. So Four of Wands, friends, family, your greater community, long-lasting relationships. And Eight of Pentacles, a time to hone your skills, your craft, whatever it may be, especially if you're some sort of a storyteller. Look here, we have the storyteller, honing your craft, and Six of Wands, which is success, acclaim, being recognized by others, being seen and heard. But over here, we have number 46, Redwood. We have the Four of Wands and the Four of Cups. So 2 fours. And there's some sense of disappointment, a lack of gratitude, discontent. I think that's the word I'm really looking for. There's some real discontent with things as they are. You want this success, recognition, acclaim, but you're facing away from it. So let's return to the first 2 cards. The call to grow up and the call to be a storyteller, I think. Hang on. Let's take another look at that. It's hiding again, of course. To be at home in the self. I don't think you're at home in the self. I don't think you like yourself. Well, there's... I'm not going to say there's an easy solution to that, because there's not. It takes time and effort and work. The other thing to consider is that the Four of Cups calls for meditation and a gratitude practice. So you may want to consider that. So far, being at home in the self, being authentic, growing up. We have a meditation and gratitude practices recommended. What else would the Divine like to say to you? I would like to remind you that that meditation practices don't have to be sitting down and contemplating your navel. My mother used to say that as an insult. She called them navel gazers. She had no respect for people who meditate. Although I'm pretty sure she has an active meditation practice now. People change and grow. If you have a sincere desire to change, yes, you really can change, but you can't make anybody else change. The only reason for you to change and grow is for your own benefit. Although, if you're a parent, it will also benefit your children. Okay. So, we have the Lover's card coming out now. So, the Lover's card can be a call to level up, another call to grow up, or at least move into the next stage of your development, as well as indicating a very strong, passionate relationship that has the potential to teach you an awful lot. But it seems like we're moving into a different message now, so I'm going to pull a different deck. All right, now that we have the Lovers, what do we need to know about that? We have the Eight of Pentacles again, but this time it's in reversed, which suggests that you're not doing the work that you need to do. This suggests that too. Which is why the... Hang on, I'm making sure my cards are all... Great. Okay. So, definitely a need to hone your skills. These aren't new skills. These are, this is something within you that you already have, that you've already worked on in the past, but now you need to really develop it, become a master of it. And you can do it. There's something you've got. That is not as developed as it could be. I keep coming back to be at home in yourself. That is such a wonderful feeling. But here we go. You've been resisting the call. How do you expect to resist the universe? The divine. It's unrealistic. And we have the Knight of Cups there. Knight of Cups is not a realist. All right, so yes. Nine of Cups on Judgment. Nine of Cups can be a card of wish fulfillment, but it is also a card of partying and drinking and indulgence, overindulgence. One of the ways that people deal with the call to awaken, to evolve, is through desensitizing themselves with drugs and alcohol. Alcohol's a drug too, but in any case, it appears, Knight of Cups, that you have been overindulging as a way to avoid doing the work you need to do. This would be inner work. I mean, the message keeps coming through over and over again about growing up, about learning to be at home in yourself, looking within, meditating, being grateful for what you have already. Right now in your life, there's a lot of good things, I can guarantee it. I mean, getting the call to spiritually awaken is never easy. But once you start going through the process and making real change, then you will see some really positive benefits. But if you think that you can stop this from happening, if you think you can avoid or ignore the divine forever, then you are delusional. I mean, seriously. Of course, you may be someone who doesn't believe in this stuff at all, in which case, why are you watching a tarot reading? But, yeah. So, whatever it is you do to desensitize yourself to the call of the divine is not going to lead you anywhere good. I'm not sure why you're watching this reading. If you are fighting this so hard, I'm really puzzled. All right. I have some other cards here that I can't remember the name of. Sacred Path, maybe? I think it's Sacred Path. Okay. But I've lost the book. Fortunately, they have words on them. So, first up, Painted Face in reverse, number 19, self-expression. So I suspect that you are not engaging in self-expression. You are wearing a mask. You're pretending to be someone you're not. And, wow, I should have known this was going to come out. Okay. Once again, prayer, inner peace. So, back to the meditation idea, although prayer is another really good idea. Prayer and meditation are similar, but not the same thing. If you don't believe in the divine, then, by all means go with meditation. You don't have to believe in anything special to meditate. But prayer is definitely a good idea. Meditation is a great way to seek inner peace. And finally, we have peyote ceremony. New abilities. This card came out before I even started the reading. I, of course, shuffled it back in and ignored it. But here we go. New abilities. Remember the Eight of Pentacles over here? I don't know what your new abilities are. Apparently you're pretty uncomfortable with them. But you need to allow them to develop. And I suspect that the meditation and prayer practice will help you with that, as will self-expression. I get that that expressing yourself fully and honestly in front of others might be scary. And especially if, you're really developing parts of yourself that you've been keeping hidden, which appears to be the case. So I don't really see any need for you to do that at this time. Meditation and prayer are both things you do on your own. And whatever skills, these new abilities, new skills that you have to develop, they probably do not require an audience, not yet anyway. So, you will find a way to express yourself openly and honestly, but you need to find some inner peace first, and you need to work with your abilities first, your new abilities, and refine them, or mastery is what's coming up, but I'm not sure what that means because I don't know what your new abilities are. If they are related to spiritual awakening, they could be anything. They could be healing abilities, they could be artistic abilities, and by artistic I don't just mean visual arts, or, getting up on stage. Could be writing poetry or a book. In any case, I think it all goes back to this card in particular. And this card as well. Once you are comfortable enough in your own skin, you won't have a problem with self-expression. And you will find yourself leveling up, growing up. So I think I want to return to the message of Redwood 46 to finish this off, because it's really crucial to this reading. I am Redwood. I am the majestic grandmother spirit of the forest. Through my roots, you will come to understand that trivial friendships can become profound relationships. I am unending. I am lasting truth that aims you toward the ultimate wisdom and knowledge you are seeking. I extend your awareness of the universal experience. Consider the eminence you are placing on yourself by restricting your upward growth. I come of age. You must also come of age. Grow up and face that which is on your path. So you are being called. beyond a shadow of a doubt. You are being called. It's come up over and over again. I can understand you resenting it at times, because this is also a card of resentment. You resent the call. You resent having to grow up to become something you never considered, probably. I don't think your community is supportive of who you truly are. I mean, you've been denying who you are. I mean, not denying, hiding who you are. You've been hiding who you are for a long time, and you've been stunting your own growth. So, this does not sound like a supportive situation. And it probably is very, very strange and uncomfortable for you, but if you choose to walk this path, and I hope you do, I think you will find that your life becomes a lot more colorful and perhaps a lot more of what you really wanted. I wish you all the best. Remember, you have some recommendations here to follow: prayer, meditation, gratitude practice, learning to be comfortable with yourself, perhaps going out in nature where you don't have to hide behind a mask. Learn to express yourself somehow. Find what works for you. I wish you all the best.